Hello, this is Plim Silver, and I'm going to show you here these 4 cards to do a reading, a grand tableau, and how I pick the subject I'm going to, explore through the grand tableau. I usually lay 4 cards. I put one in the house of lady and one in the house of gentleman, and so that happens to be these 2, and then one above and one below. So at the heart of this reading, or the subject I'm going to pick, there's something to do about like a debate, and what it is, it's about the children and the deception, or like that sort of a deceptive situation that is about children. Okay, and also that card represents sexuality, the whip, because it's a repetition, it's exercise, and at the heart of that, it's all about the sexuality. So, and the sexuality in the house of gentlemen. So it's about a gentleman that might have done some, debate, wanting to be a man. So the subject is for Buck Angel. All right, I'm going to put back the cards into the grand tableau. After I pick these, okay, now I know what I will read for. I shuffle the cards and then I place them in the grand tableau. Interestingly, all the cards that I have here go and mirror themselves, which confirms that the card were really connecting to the subject I was interested in that week. Now in the house of path, which is double, it's like sort of representing 2 sides, path is, or it's the crossroad, also making a choice. The house in there is describing that we're going to be talking about something about a debate about choices, and it mirrors where is the whip, the house of the whip. We've got the child. See, already these cards are again confirming and flowing right into my grand tableau, and that's the beautiful side of the grand tableau. It's very multi-layer, and at the same time they flow each other when you're connecting to reading something of that depth. Now Buck Angel, I should show you a photo. He's well, she was born female and completely is, really exposing the dark, ugly side of agenda of the transgender atrocity that is done to the children, where Buck Angel is an American educator and former pornographic film actor. Good age, 62 years old, and actually it's birthday, it's gonna be soon. Happy birthday, Buck. It's coming very soon. Anyway, fantastic person. When you listen to some of his content, you're really realizing a person that has brought herself to really, go into a deep, dark journey, exposing now at this time anything to do about the children, their sexuality, and the surgeries. Because you see here, just in the 4 corners here, we got the cards that describes a story that holds it together. So in the house of writer, you've got a wise person, a group of wise. That card, I always call it the wise ones, and they're very wise, and they know how to sort of talk and manipulate, or not manipulate, because you see in the house of lily we've got the fox, so it knows how to make contact and speak to convince people about a point of view, and it's a form of like sort of a soul contract, because it's in the house of fox. And these cards are like the corner ones that really brings the essence of this person I'm reading for, which is Buck Angel, and he's in the house of star, and the star's right next to it. So right away you combine those together and you end up going, saying the stars are really close to him. So he's got an expansion to express his wisdom, her wisdom. But right next to it, you've got in the house a ship, but it's in the house of sun. So the ship is like breaking down the information by shining things into it. And then we got the sun right there. So the top line is telling us about the story. But here at the root of things in the house of tree, we got the snake. Remember, the snake was in my 4 cards at the top. And the snake is about a ring here, a ring of commitment. Like there's an enemy in this ring that the cult, in a way, because you see we got the coffin very close to it. So at the bottom of this snake here, at the root of it, is he's trying to shine light, to expand about these operations. Because see, we got the sides is about cutting things, and this in the House of Bear, and it's to protect the children, because again we had the cards that were saying it's about the children we're going to be talking about. Also, this could be a tableau that describes his life, how it went. We see just having the woman card in the House of Mountain, you could see that was a bit of a struggle, and to shine and to be successful, he had to be a man. She had to be a man. Sorry, I get confused a lot with that stuff. But again, Buck Angel has this, self-confidence, and just, so happy with its own space, that these problem with like naming and all that is not an issue, because it's really about the children. Look where that person's looking, where the man here is looking, going through the House of Bear, that is talking about some kind of death, the ending, this craziness about that is hidden. It's like the hidden agenda, because you see we got the ring here. There's a hidden agenda that he wants to cut right into it, that about the surgery to protect the children, because it's looking about how people have been manipulated to fall into these contracts. Again, we're in just the area, that we're talking about contracts here. It's really close at the top of it. It's like putting its energy, just like the sun is putting its energy at the heart of the conversation, the success, how he moves, by breaking it down. You see the ship is in the House of Sun, the ship is here, has got the mice, and it's to break down to the public all this information, to bring it out in conversation, because about the children, it's in the House of Child. We've got the birds, so it's about communication, and right away that we know it's a wise person here. They're a very positive card for Buck here in this Grand Tableau, and you really know at the top of his mind that it's all about these surgery, these operations that should not be done. It's to cut at this cult that is a circle. It's like a echo chamber also, that is very deceptive right now at the root of all this, and really to shine things into it. Now I could go through all the cards here also, just to look at in the House of Gentlemen, we've got the cross, and that's where there's a bit of a hiding situation, the trouble, because you see the cross is here in the House of Course, we've got the clouds, and in the House of Clouds we've got the path, and it's all about its sexuality, the trouble that it had to deal to become a man, and it's all about gender, affirming itself, herself through operations, and or just deciding to find her soul through being a man, and become a star, like become expanding into the world successfully, and becoming much more stable as a woman still, because it's in the House of Lady, even if it gave trouble. But that trouble here, that is, you see in the House of Mountain, it's in the ring. Now that trouble for Buck is to focus about the children, because it's focusing towards the children here, and it's all a gift here to really talk about this to cut right at the heart of this, because we've got the heart in the center here. Now also, when you do the Grand Tableau, you look at cards and what connects the person. We're gonna say that Buck is in this world, how it's seen in this world, as a man. We do the knights, like knights is just like you play chess. So we've got again the card of the whip connected, and when you go this way, it's again the same one, and when you go this way, you're in the clouds. So it's about the change of sex, change of gender, that is this person here. And interesting that these three cards, that's it, that they're together, and then the woman is in the House of Mountain. Also, you see, we got in the House of Moon, which is about recognizing it, or how the public sees you. We've got the Rider, so the public sees a wise person here. That in the House of Lily, you got the Fox, so that wise person knows how to sort of, convince people about these contracts that's happening, that are damaging children, because again, the whole Grand Tableau was about the children, because that was at the base. And Buck here, as a man, looks towards the children, and we've got the heart, the bouquet, and that is true goal, because the key is about the solution, the goals, and it's about revealing secrets. You see, the keys here in the House of Key. We've got the books. What is it? It's revealing about this institution. See, in the House of Book, we got the institutions here. So in the advice cards here, or the cards that describes what this whole tableau, needs to remember, is the confusion about this hidden agendas, that public has to recognize, and that's his goal, to expose this. And just also having the sun and the star all at the top here, above the heart, at the heart of this. Well, in the House of Heart, we've got the bear, and the bear is a protective person, and here he's above the bear. So at the heart of it is to sort of, protect the public about all this hidden agenda. It is an hidden agenda, because it's deceptive, because it's in the house's say, and ring is an agenda. It's a commitment. It's like a group. It's a ring, and he's cutting right at it, like right from like the depth of it, in the House of Coffin, okay, as a protective person. And that's how he delivers this, so the public sees it. Now, it's a really nice Grand Tableau. Oh, I forgot to mention the dog in the House of Dog. That says it all there too. A person you could trust. It's knowledge, it's gift, everything with the star above there. That is a friendly person who's, gonna reveal the institution, what's behind that. It's an institution. It's got the enemy card, not the enemy, but the struggle, the challenge card. You see, these combined together, they're sort of like a shine or sideway brings its energy to that. That's how Lenormand cards should be read. But having the dog in the House of Dog, oh my goodness, I went, yeah, okay. And then all the cards connecting together. So here, this is for Buck Angel. And I think this Grand Tableau really describes its true heart. It's about communicating, having conversation. And every interviews I've seen with Buck, I went, oh my God, we're talking like a really deep person who has really at the heart about, caring for the children. That's such a beautiful thing, and a wise person. And he will help expose it through media by bringing the information. All right, hopefully you like this, because this is just a fascinating subject, just like I will look at often at different public figures this way. I was really happy to have found Buck Angel, and I'm really glad he's doing this work. All right, thank you.